Hello, beautiful people. I want to talk to you guys today about something that may be important to other people, but from my perspective is important to me. Yesterday, I made the difficult decision to leave NoodleCraft, and though it may come as a surprise to a lot of people, this decision was made after months of frustration on my part, and hasn't really been easy to do. So I kind of went into this decision with the anticipation that I would lose everyone and everything, and though it may not be that exactly, it feels pretty close. So despite having moments of uncertainty about whether or not I made the right decision, just hearing from people yesterday, or even not hearing from people yesterday, kind of confirmed for me in my mind what I had thought, that maybe it was time to move on and refocus myself and what I'm doing to something that I'm more comfortable with, that is more true to my interests instead of everyone else's. So the biggest reason that I left, and I'm sure many of you who have been in my streams notice this, I've been very frustrated with the lack of participation and the lack of activity on the server. And this is something that I started thinking about in probably January or February, in the early months of NoodleCraft 4, when the people playing started to leave or stop coming around. And I had hoped with the new season that things would kind of pick up again, and for a few weeks they did. But lately, every time I go to the spawn town and see abandoned houses dotted along the hillside, or look at the playing list and see there's one or two people max, it's been a bit frustrating. And I don't think I realized quite how frustrated I was until I had the opportunity to tour a server owned by a friend of mine, and just seeing the things that they had created, my jaw dropped. And at the same time that my jaw dropped, I became a little bit sad, because I feel as though the server that I helped start had so much potential, and for a long time it achieved that potential, but lately the interests of the group have changed, and with that, Minecraft is obviously not on the top of the list of priorities for a lot of people, which is fine. Unfortunately, it's still on the top of my list of priorities, because I have some freakish ability to continue playing something obsessively for years on end without getting tired of it, but it's for that reason that I've decided to leave the group. And that doesn't mean that the group is closing. I'm not really sure what their plan is as far as staying the same or changing or what they're going to do, but I know they'll come up with something probably incredible, because they're a great group of people, and although I've left, I still hope to remain friends with the majority of them, at least. I am hoping. That being said, I've had a lot of questions in the past day since making this announcement. The biggest one is, will this affect the subserver? And quite simply put, no, it won't, because the subserver has always been my thing separate from NoodleCraft, so it's going to remain my thing separate from NoodleCraft, and it will stay the same. Another question I've had is, does this mean that you're done with Minecraft, and does this mean that you're maybe done with streaming or streaming Minecraft? And no, it doesn't. If anything, this feels like a new start for me. My enthusiasm for playing Minecraft is probably greater than ever, as is my enthusiasm for streaming. So this week I'm going to take to focus a little bit more on my single player world, maybe develop some ideas, but hopefully next week there will be a new project and a new server starting. I'm just not ready to announce it yet, but I'm very excited for it. And I think it's going to be a positive change. Kind of, for me at least, be what I believe NoodleCraft to have started out as in its infancy 2 years ago. So I'd like to continue that, because although the tastes and desires or whatever of the group may have changed, mine haven't. So I want to stay true to that in order to possibly make myself happier and less frustrated in general. So that being said, that is that. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this, but although there are times in the day I wonder if I made the right choice, I've spoken to a lot of people, and I think based on what I've heard and what I've been told, and maybe what I haven't heard from some people I expected to hear from, maybe this was for the best. So we'll see how things go, but I want to say thank you all for the messages that you've sent, whether on Twitter, on Twitch, Skype, Instagram to my phone some other way. I really appreciate it, and I really feel grateful that I have so many people standing behind me willing to see what this next step in the journey is going to be. So I'm very grateful for that, so thank you. Just quickly, while I have you here, I guess, I gotta talk about something else or I'm gonna tear up. My internet has been fixed for the millionth time, so hopefully streams will continue as normal tomorrow, and tomorrow being Monday. I think Tuesday I do have to take the day off because I have a doctor's appointment, hopefully to contribute to my frustration with life going away, I'm hoping, but I'm not looking forward to it, so I kind of have to psych myself up for it, no pun intended. Thank you again, whether you're watching this for the first time or you've been supporting me for a year, or you know me, or I know you, or we're complete strangers, or whatever the case may be. I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited to see what happens next. Whether I'm by myself or I'm surrounded by a new group of people with the same interests as me, it's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. Thank you guys. See you soon.